And we are live. Welcome into the Arena, a multi-platform gaming news podcast morning show for Tuesday, December 13th, 2022. I'm your host, Expat, along with my co-host, Burley of Burleyman Gaming. Good morning, Burley. How are you today?
I'm good. I actually got the mythical thing called sleep last night. How are you, Expat?
Why is it mythical? What is mythical about sleep?
Well, when for 2 nights you don't sleep the greatest, you get like 3 to 4 hours of sleep a night, you're like...
So it becomes like a myth?
Yes.
Okay. It's not a legend, but it's a myth. Okay. All right. Yeah. For me, I slept better. My of course, the external hard drive on my Xbox did not turn on today.
I was going to say.
It didn't turn on in the middle of the night like it did the night before. But it turned itself off. So I guess it's one of those smart external hard drives, yeah. But,
it turned itself on to download and install High on Life because that just released.
There you go.
And turned off.
Yeah. And the Skywalker Saga, obviously. Yeah.
And welcome on in, Take.
Hey, Take. Hi, welcome on in. Hi, yoroshiku ne. So, yes. Yeah. So, yeah, Burley, of course, Burley's favorite Japanese word. Nani? So, yeah. He's learning from the Yakuza, Take. Yeah, in his mind. So
yep.
Yeah.
I'm slowly learning.
Yeah. Burley, I have a question for you. You know how, like in sports, there's like a greatest of all time.
Yep.
You know, people like to talk about like there's a greatest basketball player of all time, Michael Jordan. Of course, hands down, Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time. But that's my opinion, obviously. But
I agree with you on that.
Yeah, but is there a video game version of the greatest of all time? Is there a video game that could be considered the greatest of all time? Obviously, we talk about like the greatest game of the generation, you know, like the PS1 generation, the PS2 generation, Xbox 360 generation, for example. But is there a Fubu? Hey, welcome on in.
Welcome on in, Fubu.
Yeah. So, yes, Take did get in first before you, Fubu. Yeah. So anyway, is there a video game that could be considered the greatest of all time?
Yeah, well, if Fubu just mentioned one, the original Final Fantasy VII is my favorite game. But that's the hardest thing because there's so many unique different games with different genres. Yeah. It's kind of hard to compare this to compare. It's like trying to compare an apple to a watermelon. They're so different, and it's just
okay.
like sorry. I lost the train of thought there. It's like they're so different. It's like it's hard to compare them.
Burley, apples and watermelons, yes, they are different in many ways. Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. But yeah, I mean, I was thinking about that today, and it's like, can there really be a greatest of all time in a game? Because, like I said, I mean, you have the greatest of the generation, but I mean, is there a greatest of all time? I mean, like Fubu saying Final Fantasy VII in his mind is considered the greatest of all time. I mean, I guess people now would probably say Elden Ring if they're big Souls fans. Elden Ring is the greatest game of all time. But yeah, I mean, that's an interesting debate to have for another day, I guess. But yeah, we got a great show for you this morning. We're going to be talking about another game from Software that's coming, Armored Core 6. We're going to talk about that. We're going to be talking about Hogwarts Legacy. There's some big stuff coming for Hogwarts Legacy tomorrow. So we're going to talk about that. And then, of course, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, biggest selling game of 2022. And we're going to talk about NPD numbers for the month of November. We're going to be talking about that later on. So let's get into it, Burley. Actually, let's go ahead and fly the drone. We didn't fly the drone yesterday, so we got to make sure that drone is still, oiled and ready to go and everything. All right. So right after the drone flight and this message, we're going to get to Armored Core 6 right after this. Stay tuned. right. From Software's next game, Armored Core 6 is more focused on single player, and boss fights are the highlight. So this is from gamesradar.com. Of course, I will go ahead and put the link to the story here for you, so you can go and check it out, and I will read a little bit of it for you. From Software is following Elden Ring up with Armored Core 6, Fires of Rubicon, a return to the mech action series it hasn't touched in a decade, and it's primarily a single-player affair built around the kind of boss battles you'd expect from the studio. Studio president and Souls director Miyazaki Hidetaka joined the Armored Core 6 director Yamamura Masaru in an interview with IGN to discuss the scope and nature of its latest mech fight. Both designers repeatedly insist that Armored Core 6 won't be a sci-fi take on the Souls-like formula that From Software is known for. And Yamamura is quick to stress that while the game will have a multiplayer versus mode, the focus is more on the solo experience. Quote, the main focus in AC6, on the story mode at least, is having that story develop and play out, Yamamura says. Quote, we've concentrated on single player for the story mode. It goes on and says, Armored Core 6 will use a mission-based structure for its story mode, much like the previous games in the series, Yamamura added. So while it will feature some hefty environments, it's not a seamless open-world game. So Burley, this is going to probably be semi-open world, and I'm thinking that this is going along the lines of a Titanfall game. What are your thoughts?
Okay. Well, first things first, we got Fubu in the chat. I know it's not related, but you pre-installed everything on Witcher 3 for the update tomorrow. Maybe the best game for some players. Oh, yeah. That is a lot of people have heralded that game as one of the best, if not the best game of all time. Okay. For Armored Core 6, Titanfall, yeah, that's I think a good way to compare it. Yeah. Because it's been like 10, 11 years since the last Armored Core game.
Yeah, 2013 was the last one. Yeah.
So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because Titanfall 2, especially.
Oh, that was such a good game.
Great game, and it focused a lot on the single-player campaign. And the boss battles were really cool in that game as well. So I'm thinking this, Armored Core 6 is going to be similar in nature to Titanfall 2, I would imagine. Yeah. So, yeah. So, I'm excited for it. Let us know in the comments if you're going to be excited to play Armored Core 6. Probably going to be coming out next year at some point.
I would imagine next year. I'm interested. I've never played an Armored Core game, I'll be honest, but they're focusing on single player, which is nice. And, they're having the multiplayer content there, right. Which I expected. You're not going to put out one of these games without some kind of multiplayer. And it's nice to them to reiterate, this is not Souls or Souls-like.
Right.
I know some people may not be happy, but for the Armored Core fan base, it seems like they're going back to just going to what this series is. So it's nice to see.
What I'm thinking of too, Burley, and for all of you out there, let me know what you think as well. We could get an announcement because I talked about Titanfall 2. I'm thinking next year could be the year EA comes out and says Titanfall 3 is in development.
I think would love to hear that.
I think it's time. I really do. I mean, they've been putting, it's the same development core of Apex Legends.
Yeah.
Obviously. So they've been putting so much time and effort and years into Apex, but I'm sure probably a small portion of that development team was also probably starting to work on Titanfall 3 too. So that's my early prediction for next year is that we're going to get an announcement of Titanfall 3. So.
Okay, and we have Fubu in the chat saying, making it an extremely hard mode, call it Armored Souls. Oh, God, no, that's not what we need. That would make some of the Souls boards players happy.
Yeah.
You never know, they could do it.
Yeah. We shall see, but anyway, so Armored Core 6, probably going to be semi-open world and a single-player focus. So, yeah, we're looking forward to that. Okay, next up, Burley, we're going to talk some Hogwarts. Hogwarts Legacy is right around the corner. 2023, of course. We're going to be talking about that right after this. Stay tuned.
Let me get my wand.
All right. Hogwarts Legacy. Second gameplay showcase set for tomorrow, the 14th. So I'll go ahead and put the link down for you from gamingbolt.com. So yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and read some of that for you now. So if the first gameplay showcase for Hogwarts Legacy, the upcoming action RPG from Avalanche Software and Portkey Games, didn't excite you, then good news. Another showcase has been announced for tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific time.
You have the Armored Core image back up.
I do. Thank you so much for letting me know that, Burley.
It just switched.
I don't know why it did that, but and that's weird. Now I have like 2 armor cores.
Oh, Restream.
Really yeah, good old Restream. Okay, I will go ahead
and good morning, Dark Fairy. Welcome on in.
Hey, Dark Fairy. Welcome in as we're having technical issues with showing images. So anyway, welcome in. So I will go ahead and read a little bit more of this, but thanks for letting me know about that, Burley. So yeah. So tomorrow, 10 a.m. Pacific time on YouTube and Twitch. Based on the short video posted on Twitter, it appears to feature broom riding, a battle with trolls, and beast taming. It will also introduce the Room of Requirement. And I think that was what I was showing before the image panned out there.
Yeah.
Set in the 1890s, far before the events of the Harry Potter series, Hogwarts Legacy focuses on a student who joins the school as a 5th year. They utilize ancient magic and seemingly possess a powerful secret. Throughout their time at the school, however, they must also contend with Victor Rookwood, who leads the Dark Wizards, and Ranrock, the head of the Goblin Rebellion. So, Burley, your thoughts on this?
I can't wait to see more of this game. They've just had announced that you can jump in the game, so that's a plus. Oh, you kind of want that with these open world games, to be able to jump. This is a game I'm heavily looking forward to, and I know this game is going to do well. This game has had some backlash because of the original creator of Harry Potter. But they have done their damnedest to stay away from her, which is I hope they could, which I hope doesn't hurt their sales for this game. But I'm curious to see what more we get shown of this game. This has been a game we've been in development for years. Yeah. I can't wait to see more of it, and just please be good on release. Please be good on release.
Yeah. So the Room of Requirement. So this image here, I've got it back up for all of you. So this must be the Room of Requirement here. So yeah, looks pretty. I mean, I'm looking forward to playing it to see how pretty it is. I mean, being able to walk around Hogwarts and do stuff, it's gonna be cool. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So So what do we got in the chat, Burley? We got some more in the chat here. Yeah.
Fubu just said it's going to be a Persona game, but less anime.
Okay.
You might actually be. That's probably a really good description there, Fubu.
Yeah.
Except for probably it's not going to be turn-based.
No, I don't think so.
But no, this will be really good. It'd be interesting to see because, like, I think you can, from what I remember, you do pick your house at the beginning. So that'll be interesting to see, like, how that plays in.
Yeah. You put the hat on, and then the hat chooses the house for you, maybe.
Yeah, the sorting hat and all that.
Yeah, the sorting hat. That's good knowledge, Burley. The sorting hat. Yeah. Well, excellent knowledge. Yeah.
Thank you.
I didn't remember that.
I read these books as they were coming out growing up. I love Harry Potter.
Yeah.
There's a lot I don't remember. That's the thing. You could.
Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, I remember it's a hat, but the sorting hat. Okay, sorting for houses. Okay.
At Fubu choosing a house of how it should be random. Nah, they're gonna give people. There's probably a random option. You probably get the 4, or let the hat decide for you.
Yeah. I'm Ravenclaw all the way, of course.
Ravenclaw is a great house.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. All right, so Hogwarts Legacy. So tomorrow, hopefully, we'll have some information from that for you on tomorrow's morning show. So hopefully that'll. Yeah, it's 10 a.m. Pacific time. So yeah, maybe that'll be the Thursday edition. We shall see.
I was gonna say probably the Thursday edition,
Yeah,
and Fubu says he's Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff. Okay. Awesome. All right. Okay, so next up, we're going to talk about the biggest selling game of 2022. You probably already know what it is, but we will be right back and we will talk about it right after this. Stay tuned. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is the best-selling title in the U.S. for 2022. So I'm going to read a little bit of this for you. This is from...
What? It's not Ghost Tsushima?
Ghost of Tsushima didn't come out in 2022, Burley.
I know. I'm just... be cheeky.
All right, let me go ahead and put the link for the story for all of you here. So, yeah, this is from Gaming Bolt. So let me go ahead and read a little bit of it for you. So, the NPD Group revealed its November 2022 report, and we're going to be showing you that image of the NPD report here in a minute. But for video game spending in the United States, so only in the United States here, everyone, which hit $6.3 billion overall, up by 3% over last year. $6.3 billion in the United States, Burley. Gaming is just taking off.
Yeah, they're hurting for money. Activision's hurting for money.
Yeah. Executive Director Matt Piscatella confirmed that Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 was the best-selling title in dollar sales and 2022's bestseller to date. The previous record holder was From Software's Elden Ring. Regarding November, 4 new titles debuted in the top 20. God of War Ragnarok in second place. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet in third, Sonic Frontiers in fourth, and Tactics Ogre Reborn in 17th. So actually, let me go ahead and I will put up that image for you here of the NPD report. So there it is. So I will go ahead and continue reading here. So the other major movers were Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales, which went from 39th to 9th place, and that's most likely because it is now on PC. PC versions released. That's kind of why PlayStation's starting to think about putting more games on PC, right, Burley? Like Returnal.
Oh, yeah.
Mario Party Superstars rose from 47th to 10th, while Animal Crossing New Horizons went from 28th to 12th place. Nintendo doesn't provide digital sales, so both titles likely performed even better than their rankings imply.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's still high up there. Sonic Frontiers, it's really shocked me to see fourth. Really good. I am not that surprised me and gives me hope because I like Frontiers. Frontiers has its problems, but I'm really interested to see what Sega does next.
Were you surprised, Burley, at Gotham Knights being at 8th?
Yes.
Yeah, and last month it was ranked second, obviously because that was the October was the release month. Yeah, so yeah, still in the top 10 though.
Don't buy Gotham Knights. Don't buy Gotham Knights. Save yourself the money. Trust me.
Okay, that is Burley's words. Everyone, yeah. 17th, Tactics Ogre Reborn. I was surprised at that. But hey, rising up the ranks.
That's gotta make Carl happy. Is something
Carl and Tuwheel.
That's something I eventually will pick up. I'm gonna pick it up for the deck. I'm just waiting it for Steam sale.
Yeah. And there you go, Fubu, FIFA 23, 6th. Yeah. Below Madden, NFL 23. Of course, American football. Top soccer. Sorry.
NHL's fifth.
Just kidding. Yeah. So, yeah. Pokemon Scarlet Violet 3. Yeah. God of War Ragnarok. Yeah. Where's Elden Ring? They're 11th. Okay. So, right out of the top 10.
Fools
Yeah.
are
So
the
this
ones
is
that buy FIFA, as Fubu says.
yeah.
And for Dark Fairy, there used to be a website. I can't remember if it was Pottermore or something like that. That give you the test. You could do it. I got Gryffindor my first time. Second time I did it was Ravenclaw.
Okay. So, physical and full digital from the Nintendo, PlayStation, Steam, and Xbox platforms for publishers in the Digital Leader panel ranked on dollar sales here. So, yes. So, those are the NPD numbers for the United States. Yeah, for November. So.
Yeah. Like, looking through, a lot of those made sense.
Uh-huh.
And especially with, like, Black Friday sales on some of those games. Like Sonic Frontiers took a sale price drop during there, so people were buying it, got them nice, and other games like that. So it made sense that they were still going to come up. Like, it's nice to see Horizon jumped up a bit on there, Forbidden West. More and more people, I hope, go back and play that game, because that game unfortunately came out at the wrong time of the year.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait for the DLC next year.
Yeah. So we talked about Armor Core 6. Yeah. We talked about the Hogwarts news and information that's coming tomorrow. And then we talked about Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, obviously the top selling game of 2022. So now we know why PlayStation does not want Microsoft to completely control Activision.
Yeah. And Fubu, Gotham Knight's going to be on PS Plus so fast. Yeah.
I don't know about that. We'll see.
No, I think it will be like a Guardian situation where it's going to come to PS Plus and Game Pass.
Well, I'll tell you this much. Game Pass, it'll probably come before PlayStation Plus. I mean, just like, it's funny, like with, what was it, Marvel's Avengers, Burley? Came to Game Pass, and then the next month it came to, or no, Guardians of the Galaxy, was it? I think both of them, actually. Came to Game Pass first, and then a month or two later, it came to PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, well, I think that Guardians, it was like within a week. Avengers was a month, if I remember correctly. It's been so long.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Hey, did you hear the story today? I also saw on the internet. Interesting. About Microsoft is now supposedly. I'm not, quoting anyone here. I'm not confirming anything, but just it was out there on the internet today, and I just want your take on this. Microsoft has agreed to allow PlayStation to put Call of Duty on PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, I saw that, and it's like, wow. But the problem is, even if they are allowed to, Sony doesn't want that. You know why? They get commission on those sales.
Oh yeah, obviously.
And Call of Duty sells a shit ton on PlayStation, so they're like, excuse my language, they're not wanting to give up that money because it's a crap ton of money for them.
Yeah. So, Microsoft would make a boatload off of the, the sales.
Oh
yeah, we shall see, but all right, so that's gonna be it for this edition of the morning show. So, of course, if you have any comments about this episode, about Armor Core, about Hogwarts Legacy, about the NPD numbers for the month of November, let us know in the comments. We'd really love to hear from you, obviously. And, of course, if you are new to this channel, please be sure to hit the like and the subscribe and the notification bell for when we drop a new episode here on the Arena Productions. So we'd really appreciate all of the views that you give us, and thank you so much for your support here. So thank you so much. Burley, any last words before we sign off?
Well, first off, thank you to everyone here that's here live, or if you're watching this on just the video version, thank you so much. We really do appreciate it. Like Expat said, don't forget to click the subscribe, notification bell, and if you can, leave a comment, leave a like. It really does help us grow on here. But if you're able to and you really like the content, we do also have the join button on the podcast page here.
Yep.
And you can become
a member.
Yep. Yeah, I forgot the term there.
Become a member of the Arena Productions here. Yeah. So
yeah, and you get yourself a little badge as well as some emoticons. So we're going to be doing a lot more live streams next year on YouTube. So you can get some little emoticons to interact with the chat.
Yeah, and not only that, it helps us to make the channel and all of our content better. And all the support would be great, and we'd really appreciate it. So thank you so much. Yeah.
And we got Fubu. Guys, thank you so much for your hard work. You've become one of my favorite channels on YouTube. Oh, thanks, man. That really does mean a lot.
Yeah, thanks. Really appreciate that. Yeah. We're just getting started, Fubu. So yeah.
Yeah. And Dark Fairy, thanks for another morning show. Love it every day when I'm here, and you guys have a safe and great holiday. Well, thank you, Dark Fairy.
So much.
We really appreciate that. Yeah, we will. This is our last week of the morning show, and then we've got the podcast this Saturday. We will have tomorrow coming out Pokemon Violet on the YouTube page, the extra take.
Yeah, it's up on our Patreon already. Actually, patreon.com/thearena_podcast. If you become a patron, you get early access to it before it comes up to the Arena Productions. So, yeah.
And we may do God of War extra take before end of year. It all depends with when I finish and get the footage.
Yeah, we'll see.
So that could be coming this year, if not early next year, as well as because I haven't had a chance to play Callisto Protocol. And by the time I get my copy, it's going to be next year and gives extra time to finish it. So we will do an extra take on that next year.
Yep. And in regards to the entertainment and pop culture content, obviously, the Last of Us series, we're going to be doing weekly recaps and discussions of that. Obviously, for our Star Trek show, Warp Factor 10, we have Picard Season 3, the final season, coming out in February. We're going to do that. Of course, our The Marvelous Marvel Discussion Arena show. Of course, Ant-Man 3, Quantumania. We're going to be doing a review of that as well. As well as Secret Invasion when that comes out on Disney+. So much content coming out. And, of course, our Star Wars Republic show, The Mandalorian Season 3. We're going to be doing recap and discussion episodes of that as well. And even though Burley cringes, we're probably going to be doing a review and discussion of Avatar 2 as well. So stay tuned for that.
That will be with Expat and Carl.
And Burley.
No. You can't make it. Fine, if I'm doing that one, I'm drinking.
Go for it. Hey, do what you like. Do what you like. Just don't pass out on screen. Yeah. So
I make no promises.
Yeah, just promise me that, man. Yeah, I'm
sure. I will.
It all comes down on me, man. Yeah. So.
I won't pass out. Fingers crossed.
Yeah. All right, so that's going to do it. So thank you so much for all of you that came in. Of course, the edited version of this episode will be up in a while over on, of course, the Arena Gaming News Morning Show playlist on the Arena Productions YouTube channel here. So you can check it out there if you haven't been able to watch it yet. So anyway, I've been your host, Expat, along with my co-host, Burleman Gaming. We hope to catch you tomorrow for the Wednesday edition of the morning show. So until then, take care, everyone. Peace out.
Bye, everyone.